Being alone doesn't mean you are lonely. Being alone means you are with yourself. Your biggest enemy and critic is no one else but you. In the race of achieving people's acceptance and love, you end up losing yourself. Solitude is where I place my chaos to rest and awaken my inner peace. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. I think it's good for a person to spend time alone. It gives them an opportunity to discover who they are and to figure out why they are always alone. You are on your own now. Except for you, no one is going to stay by your side forever. People cannot babysit you forever. The scary news is you are on your own now. But the cool news is you are on your own now. To be alone is to find the comfort of your own authenticity. In solitude, the mind gains strength and learns to lean upon itself. Being alone has a power that very few people can handle. Loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is the richness of self. Solitude is the soul's holiday, an opportunity to stop doing for others and to surprise and delight ourselves instead. The best part about being alone is that you really don't have to answer to anybody. You do what you want. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. Alone time is when I distance myself from the voices of the world, so I can hear my own. There's a difference between solitude and loneliness. One will empty you and one will fill you. You have the power to choose. It is far better to be alone than to be in bad company. Solitude is creativity's best friend, and solitude is refreshment for our souls. Being alone is not a bad feeling. Sometimes it helps to solve the unanswered questions. In the silence of being alone, you find the essence of yourself. Solitude is the furnace of transformation. Sometimes you need to be alone, not to be lonely, but to enjoy your free time, being yourself. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much, but the power of solitude should not be underestimated. The best company you can have is the one you create within yourself. In the stillness of solitude, we find our true strength. Solitude is not the absence of company, but the moment when our soul is free to speak to us. To be alone is to be different, and to be different is to be alone. Sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. There's a certain strength in being alone, a quiet confidence that only comes from self-reliance. Being alone is not about being lonely, it's about loving yourself enough to enjoy your own company. In solitude, we discover who we really are and find the peace we seek. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Being alone allows you to listen to your own heartbeat, a rhythm often drowned out by the noise of others. When you learn to be alone, you become your own best friend. Solitude is where we find our deepest truths and most authentic selves. The most profound relationship we will ever have is the one with ourselves. Solitude is the place of purification. Alone time is the time to care for your soul and nurture your dreams. The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. In the presence of solitude, we confront our innermost selves and learn what truly matters. The quiet moments spent alone are the building blocks of a stronger, wiser self. Alone, you find the strength to face the world with renewed courage and clarity. You're alone. Time is precious, it's the space where your ideas and passions grow. Only when you are comfortable being alone will you realize the power of your own presence. Solitude is not an absence of energy or action, but rather a gift of time for yourself. Solitude is not an absence of energy or action, but rather a gift of time for yourself.